What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy, Kalai, and welcome back to Budget Buys. Now today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Blaze Bluetooth earbuds that I found just last week at my local Five Below. And what's really intriguing about these is that they're not actually made by bass jacks this time. Instead, they're brought to us by Series 8 Fitness, which, as the name implies, is the fitness brand you're going to be finding at Five Below. Though, admittedly, they do occasionally venture into Bluetooth products like earbuds and shower speakers, so I guess it's not that much of a surprise, but it's definitely uncommon. Now, just like last time, the main reason I'm reviewing these earbuds is because they pack in a unique gimmick. In this case, the cable is actually lit by LEDs. In fact, about a year ago, I also covered a set of earbuds that had that exact same gimmick, and I think they were also made by Series 8 Fitness. I'm going to go ahead and link a card right about now. Now, in the case of this model of earbud, you've got three different color combinations. You've got blue with blue LEDs, red with red LEDs, and admittedly the main reason I chose to actually review this, black with green LEDs. If you've seen how my channel and website are laid out, you'd have an easy time guessing that that's my favorite color combination of all time. Now, before I take these out of the box and show you what they look like up close, let's take a look at the specs, which are hidden right here on the back of the box. In this particular case, these earbuds use a 10mm audio driver, have a 55 milliamp hour battery at 3.7 volts, which supposedly has a charging time of 1.5 hours and a playtime of 1.5 to 2 hours. Though in testing, I did get some different times. When I had the LED running, I got 2.5 hours, and without the LED, I easily pushed 3 hours. And that was with the earbuds at max volume. Fortunately, I wasn't wearing them at the time. Now, if I were to turn them down to a comfortable listening level and use them at that point, I'd probably easily get 3 to 4 hours without the LED, and heck, maybe 3 to 3.5 hours with the LED. That's not half bad, especially since the earbuds and other Bluetooth headphones at Five Below have really been shrinking in battery life lately. Anyway, let me get these out of the box to show you what they look like up close. And here they are. Now, I do have a running list of pros and cons when it comes to these earbuds, and, well, let's just dive into it, shall we? Now, the first issue is probably kinda obvious, and that is the fact that these earbuds barely come with enough cord to reach around a normal person's head. And being someone with a slightly inflated noggin, that kind of is an issue for me. I mean, yes, technically they fit, but if I move just right, they're going to be a bit on the snug side. And if you're the kind of person who wears their wireless earbuds with the cable hanging in front, you're going to have a bad time. That being said, the way these are designed to fit on your ears is actually pretty friggin' comfortable. These are actually the style of earbuds that sit inside the ear canal, but because of the way they lay on the ear, they're not bad at all. They don't push on my ear canal too much, and so I'm not dealing with the occasional bit of back pressure. Also, the length of cable is kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, it's a bit uncomfortable if you have a slightly larger head, certain styles of hair, or are trying to wear it with the cable lying in front, but at the same time, the way the cable is designed, it doesn't bob around. I've used some flat cable, quote-unquote, tangle-resistant Bluetooth earbuds in the past, and the cable would constantly move around, tugging the earbuds out of my ear canal or just giving me weird vibrational feedback. This, while the cable is on the short side, doesn't do that. Also, they can get away with the shorter cable due to the fact that they moved all of the controls onto the right earbud, as opposed to that weird little control box sitting on the cable. Of course, that feature is also a double-edged sword because if I press too hard on the controls while wearing the earbuds, my ear canal and eardrum are not happy with me. Though with a little practice, I got to where I could use it comfortably. Though enough talking about the design aesthetic, let's get on to the main event, shall we? Let me turn these on and get the LED fired up. First off, you've got your power button right here at the base of the right earbud. Do that. There we go. The blue light is flashing with a red light, and of course, if you were wearing these, you would hear a tone. Here we have the LED button. If I just Press that right now. There we go. LEDs are fired on. Can't you tell? Let me go ahead and turn off my lights and show you what it looks like. Not exactly impressive, is it? Now, admittedly, I was expecting this style of light-up effect because that's what they used last time, but if you go into this expecting what you see on the package, you're thinking, oh, they're using electroluminescent wire, and maybe that's what that white thing in there is. No. What we've got instead is an LED being shown through a slightly thick monofilament fiber optic cable. And while that can look good if done properly, I mean, I've seen them being used in light-up shoelaces before, and those look pretty freaking cool. Here, they kind of cheaped out. You can't get the best effect if you're only using a single LED. Admittedly, these probably have two LEDs and just one of them's burnt out on mine because it happens. But if this is indeed a prime example of what you can expect when buying these, they really should have spent the extra penny or so putting a second LED in. That wouldn't affect your battery life more than maybe 15 minutes. Also, you only have the one setting when it comes to the LED effect. You've got this weird little dual pattern blinky thing. With the previous LED earbuds, you actually had a solid light mode, and that looked pretty cool. This looks okay, could have been better. What can I say? Anyway, let me get the light back on and talk about audio quality. Now, when it comes to audio quality, that's where these earbuds really stand out, and that surprised the crap out of me. The bass sounds great, the trebles aren't screechy, the midtones, they're kind of so-so, but what do you expect from single driver earbuds? I may or may not have been spoiled by some double driver earbuds I got a while back, and I might actually do a review video on. This sounds so good. But when it comes to $5 earbuds, I was kind of blown out of the water, especially after some of the ones that I've reviewed on this channel before. Better yet, they deliver true stereo. Some of the Bluetooth earbuds and headphones from Five Below that I've reviewed in the past do faux stereo, basically mono over stereo. Both earbuds or headphone cups have the exact same audio signal coming out as opposed to a dynamic signal. And that's great depending on the kind of content you're listening to. But of course, if you're the kind of person who prefers listening to things in mono or for some reason need to have a mono signal, either you're using only a single earbud or you've got some hearing issues, it's extremely easy to adjust settings on your computer or your phone to get a mono signal out through these. It's just, you've got stereo if you want it. I kind of forgot to talk about the controls earlier and ended up just glossing over them, so pardon my intrusion with this cut. What we've got going on is the multi-purpose power button here at the bottom of the right bud. And I say it's multi-purpose because not only is this your on-off switch, but it is your answer call button, end call button, as well as play pause. Here at the top, we have the LED button, and on the back of the right bud, we have a couple of navigation buttons. A short press jumps around your tracks, and a long press adjusts volume. The manual didn't specify whether it was on device or your phone's volume, but I'm going to go ahead and assume it's just the volume on your phone. Also, here underneath this nice little silicone cap is your charging port. Yeah, that pretty much covers the controls. Now, let's render a verdict, shall we? All in all, I don't think this is a bad set of earbuds for $5, especially when I factor in the audio quality and the fact that it is true stereo. However, if you're going into these expecting something amazing looking with the LED effect, you're not exactly going to get it. Yes, it's going to look neat and a whole heck of a lot better than some of the other Bluetooth earbuds you're going to find at Five Below, but that shouldn't be your main draw. Anyway, that's just my opinion. If you want to check these out for yourself, depending on when you watch this video, you might see a huge batch of these earbuds sitting in the wheelbarrow at the front of the store. Otherwise, check the tech and fitness sections. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get back to this giant pile of microphones that I have to review. If you haven't been watching my budget tubing series, you might want to take a peek if you're interested in becoming a content creator without dropping a ton of money. And on that note, until next time, this is your guy, Kalai, signing off.